it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and we both think that it's super important to continue like talking about mental health because it's just as important as your physical health, if not more. But we want to keep those conversations going also to like help destigmatize mental health and talking about it and making it more human because we all go through the shit.
And everybody everybody being assholes on Twitter, sorry, not everybody, thinks that when you talk about mental health too, that you're like looking for attention or that you want people to feel bad for you or that you're trying to make things awkward or whatever. No, that's not the case. Like we all have feelings and it's okay to fucking talk about them.
Yes, exactly.
It's okay to fucking talk about your
Everything
feelings.
isn't fucking sunshine and rainbows. And if you have listened to this podcast before, you know that.
Yeah.
So we like to focus on the importance of mental health days on this mental health check episode, their benefits and not having to have a reason why you need one.
Yeah, mental health day is something that I've like really in the last couple of years tried to like hold myself to doing more often because when I was in my 20s, I didn't fucking sleep. I had like 5 jobs.
Yep.
I didn't take care of myself. So I obviously wasn't taking care of my mental health, and I would go to work regardless of how terrible I felt because you know why? I was a media personality and you have to be at work every fucking day. Oh, it's blizzarding? Doesn't matter. You're still on the radio. So you go to work and it doesn't matter how you feel. You have to be on and you have to be happy all the time. And that shit's hard when you're going through it. Yeah. And I wish that then it would have been more acceptable to just take a day off because you don't feel like being on that day.
Right. And like I think that mental health days are becoming more valued, but for a very long time, they weren't valued very much. I cannot tell you how many times. It wasn't very often, but I would legit just take a day off because I just needed a fucking day off.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even do anything on those days. Literally nothing.
Like you literally like maybe, you get up to pee and you eat and you watch the same TV show that you've been watching on repeat for the last 15 years of your life because that's what you do when you shut your brain off.
Yes.
But yeah, you don't realize how beneficial mental health days are until you actually start making yourself do them, which we highly recommend. Coming from 2 people that have run themselves fucking ragged in the names of jobs that they love, take our advice and learn from our mistakes. Give yourself a fucking break every now and then.
Yes.
A lot of places of employment are now starting to realize the benefits of giving their employees mental health days, and it's starting to show. Like work culture, especially in our company where we work now, is completely different than every other media company we've ever worked in before. And you know why? Because everybody treats each other like a fucking human.
Right. They give a shit about their employees. What a freaking concept, right? Like burnout's real.
Yeah.
And I think that more and more places of employment or just places are starting to realize that stress is real, depression is real, everything that comes along with mental health is real. And needing a mental health day is also very freaking real.
Yeah.
And most places are finally recognizing and like, for example, the company that we work for legitimately in the training says, if you need a mental health day and you just need to check out, please tell someone that is what you need and no one's going to ask any questions. Like, just please do that and take care of your mental health.
And I feel like it isn't very prevalent in the creative industry yet, but it is becoming more prevalent now. And people are starting to realize, like, yes, we have a very fun job, but it's still a job.
Yeah.
And it's stressful. You know how stressful it is to set up a set, to be on a camera for 30 minutes at a time, to put yourself on the internet, to have somebody probably judge you and you don't even know them. Like, that shit's stressful.
Yeah.
So you sometimes just need to have a day where you just don't even exist as a human other than you occupy space in your house with your family.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And I think that the like benefit of just turning your brain off and just like, because we're all stressed out in some capacity.
Yeah.
We talk about stress a lot on this podcast because I think that we need to also recognize that a lot of people are stressed out. I don't know. The last 15 months has been kind of fucking crazy.
I was going to say pandemic, I think, is what really brought a lot of this needing a mental health day to light, honestly.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. And just being able to take a beat and sit and do nothing or clean your house or do whatever the hell relaxes you is super important.